Welcome to Talk Your Shit podcast. You have Von Sway on the line.
Illuminati Fly. How y'all doing?
Oh, and you have Toya on the line too. What's going
The
on?
one and only, my sis. We had to take a month.
TOA
Right.
Toya.
We had to take a month off. Took a month off from my cousin, Gertrude Denise Johnson Rucker. She passed away last month.
Yes.
I believe the 12th. So we took a break to recoup from that. Everybody grieves differently. So when we're back. We're back in action. Took a moment of silence, a month of silence for her, but we're back. So tonight we're going to talk about healing from different situations. And who want to start this off?
I mean, I think you have to healing is such that's a oh my god, it's such a hard thing to do.
You know what?
And I'm sorry, go ahead, Rue.
No, sorry, go because you go ahead because I that you damn Skippy. That's exactly where we about to go. It's a hard damn thing to do. Go ahead.
Yeah.
This
It's
shit
a
ain't
it's a
easy.
it's a hard thing to do because everybody heals differently. Some people mind wander. You got to heal from your mind wandering. You got to heal from the stress. You got to heal from if your body aches. You know what I'm saying? From the stress. So healing comes in all shapes and forms. It comes in mentally. It comes in for dealing with your health. It's so much when it comes to healing. It's a hard thing to really to do. It really is.
Do y'all recall a time that you had to heal from something that damn near broke you?
Yes.
And how did you get through it? Like, could you
I
give
didn't heal.
advice?
I didn't heal. I didn't do it the right way. I didn't do it the right way. No, I didn't. I went about it the wrong way. I went. Oh, I went about it the wrong way, as in how I reacted to the situation. I should have sat back and dealt with my healing more properly, but no. Instead, I reacted in a very neglectful way, and it wasn't in the way I wasn't being a good role model for my children with the way I reacted. So my healing came in the form of you
Rage.
know, rage and anger and trauma and not knowing what to do and mind all over the place. So that's where my healing came from. I had to step back and take it and look in the step out of it as one day at a time when it came down to my healing. I had to take it one day at a time because that's all you can do. You cannot do 50 things in one time.
Mm.
So for me, the healing process, yeah, I did react in a bad way. And then my healing, it was hard. It was really hard. But one day at a time, I got through it. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, as I recall, I do recall you got a tattoo on you that say "God forgives, but I don't." Yeah, good
I
memory,
covered it
right?
up. I covered it up. Why you blowing me
But
up in here like this?
But you ain't listen. You are. That's a good one because you're not the only one that said that. Tupac. It wasn't that Tupac.
Rick Ross, I think.
It,
Was it
it
Rick
was.
Ross?
think so.
Oh
I don't know.
no,
It might have been Tupac.
no. Tupac said only God can judge me. Rick Ross said God forgives, but I don't.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is, like, like you said, it's hard to forgive somebody for something that was detrimental, like to your mental health. That you gotta think about it, the mind. Like they say, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. So if your mind is blown, the rest of the shit gonna go. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think that forgiveness is for them. I think you gotta forgive your that version of you that didn't know no better. And like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
I think we put too much on ourselves to be perfect. And nigga, and I ain't bumped into not near motherfucker. That's one of them. I haven't seen nobody that's perfect, and
That's a whole
so
fact.
we too critical when it comes down to how we treat our healing as well, because that's part of healing too. How we reflect and the borders and walls we put up afterwards, because a lot of the times man, the person that might come after that trauma or that drama you may went through, man, they might get tested all the way. Like and they might push them away or try to push them away as much as possible just to see how much they really want to stay. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's just
But my I had an issue with healing from my parents. And that's big.
Mm-hmm.
That's big on a lot of us in our era, like between the 40s and 50s, because that era, that 20-year era, we had to heal from a lot of stuff that our parents did. See, my problem was I kept going back, thinking that they could change overnight,
Mm-hmm.
thinking that their cries really meant something. Like they probably meant something to them, or they great actors, better than Denzel. But I always kept going back, and now I just let go. Like
Mm-hmm.
my healing was letting go. Cause how much could you take? And then when you get to a point when it's your kids' emotions playing in the middle of this game that they playing, then I have to walk away. So that was mine. I couldn't, like you said, Toya, it was affecting my kids by me keep trying for relationships that been dead and gone.
Mm-hmm.
see, I look at things like this, right? Like I'm very critical when I think about like how do I judge you, right? Especially as like being my parent, right? Like if you didn't have it, right? If you didn't have it and you did the best you could to give me what you could, I could respect that. And I can appreciate that. You understand what I'm saying? No pun intended. But the thing though is when you had money to set your kid's future straight. You blew it in all kind of multiple different ways. You know what I mean? And that's the part that really kind of get me aggy because it's like everybody want to give these parents that we have passes. But the craziest thing that I used to tell my father, I said, I used to hear you talk junk about my granddad all the time about how he ain't do this and how he ain't do that. Now look at you. So now am I supposed to give you the respect that you couldn't even give him? You see how the table will turn on you? So you got to be careful.
I agree. And I just go back to what you were saying earlier about healing. Your first statement that you said was, I think is the first step to healing is you gotta forgive yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
yeah.
have to forgive yourself. You
Like on
have
some,
to.
I knew better. Like you
Basically,
knew better.
you gotta
Not
own your
even
bullshit.
that.
Like I always used to say, you gotta own your bullshit. You have to own your bullshit.
No.
That's the first step of healing. That's the first step at all for it. I don't care what trauma you go through, you have to own the bullshit that you played a part in that trauma. Not saying if you were a little kid going through what you went through with your parents, because you can't control that part. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? But
Yes.
any other situation, shit that's like you grown and you an adult type shit, the first that is forgiving yourself and owning your bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
And even on
Yep.
top of owning on it, right? How about like motherfucker, I didn't know. Like I was blindsided. It's all right to just not have known. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, man, we could love so hard that we do not think that they gonna do it. We do
Right.
not got an idea in the world. We be like, out of all people, because it'll always, it always break down to you be like, man, out of all people, I would have never thought this would have crossed me. You feel me?
Right,
So you
right,
get
right,
it be
right.
the one, it be that one. So it's like it don't be like you stupid. It just that man we love
And
hard.
sometimes you get tired.
Yeah.
Like you
Yep,
get
I got to tomorrow.
tired of different relationships, tired of different friendships, and you just tired. You just don't want to be around that no more. Like that lifestyle, that drama, that kind of love sometimes. Yeah, so the healing can be tough on a lot of different people, different ways. So
Yeah, but I think I think that I think that traditionally that we lost our ways, and like you know how everybody just you got people still 50 in their 50s 60s still trying to be in the bar and club. Like we're bigger than that. We should be owning the bars and be somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Throwing a damn fair for the kids, you know what I'm saying, for free. Like that's the kind of things we supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I
I'm
agree.
talking about everything free: the cotton candy, the peanuts, the popcorn, the nachos, and everything's free. They just go get unlimited stuff. Like if you want kids to actually grow up and be kids and enjoy their childhood, you imagine them telling their stories when they grow up. Like, man, listen, man, when I was young, we had unlimited everything. When we used to go to the carnival, man, like our carnivals was the best. That's just the carnivals. We be thinking it's called.
But some people don't even know how to do that because they wasn't raised correctly or with emotion, like love. Like, so it's hard for them to even do that. So that they gotta heal from that. And sometimes people got need to go to therapy, see a psychiatrist, a big brother or something for them to be able to be a good parent or for the youth period, because sometimes people be mad their childhood was messed up that they take it out on the youth now. So
Yeah, but I think that's also like what we talking about with this healing. The pain sometimes be so deep and dormant with a lot of folks that man they come out and rage a lot, and they might not even understand that they're going through it. Especially if it's compiled on. We got layers of stuff, man. Like if you name the year from here going all the way back until like the early '90s or mid '80s, man, I got a story to tell your ass. You'd be like, damn, I'm talking about every year. I can lay it down. I can tell you something crazy that happened. Like, so it's like, it's like, man, our timelines, like, of what we've been through, man, like, it's like it put us in this mindset. Like you be saying, Ron, with the mental health. Like, I think it's even deeper than the mental health. I think
it
it's
kind of put us on a military mind, like we on a set mission to accomplish something that sometimes can be hard to accomplish. You see what I'm saying? Like trying to get a house, especially now with the 250 and above with these houses. And, they didn't even have that much back in the day, but whatever. That's another topic.
nah,
So it'd be like when half of our parents pass away, they don't leave us nothing. Like nothing
Yeah.
for their grandkids, nothing for us, like to live off. It seemed like they want us to suffer more even after past death. Even though our great grandparents left them houses and land and 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah, but when you think about it, sometimes that's when they get messed up though. When this land get left to other people, that land and stuff get messed up along the way. That's sometimes we don't get that land and feel you feel me?
They sell it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy because I knew a guy that I worked with before at one of my jobs. His great grandfather left him the land. Like something like that. No, grandfather. He skipped his kid and left the land to the grandson. Like, but
Because they
they
do.
a lot
Yeah.
and some people manipulate their parents so they can't leave it to the grandkids.
Yep.
They manipulated them on the wills and the life insurance and all this other stuff that we could never heal from being in poverty.
Yeah.
Like
I agree.
people
100%.
people even asked us like why we didn't get a house. Is we stupid or we smart? Because it was during the pandemic
See,
and the prices went skyrocketing.
see.
And they wasn't letting us see houses. Like you would have to purchase the house as is, not even get a walkthrough during the pandemic.
Okay. So I just had an epiphany. So I gotta say this right now. All right, I think we got it backwards. See, I think we sitting here acting like we're really supposed to be getting ahead the way this system got its foot on our neck, right? Like you got to understand, like we had land. It wasn't like some of this land wasn't even sold. Some of this land was stole. Like, and what I mean by that is paperwork. Because remember, I told you, like, when I was younger, the last time we went down to visit my pawpaw before he passed away, like, we went around, we didn't dance, we used to dance around the powwows and all of that. Like, we used to go to the rodeos. That was like a thing. Like, you know what I mean? And we had black cowboys out there, and they used to wear they roaches, and that was what we saw. Like I had moccasins. That was the only shoes I wore when I was little. You know what I mean? So like, we just got swindled, and we sitting here operating thinking that we're supposed to get what's owed to us, or our fake good life.
What
Man,
they call reparations?
yeah, we don't want none of that. This is all ours. Like, it's our ancestors. It's our
And we're not
blood.
talking about a certain race. No one's talking about just black people.
No, this
It's
is
a lot. If you were here, your ancestors, this is your land too. It ain't got nothing about race.
because a lot of people was fighting with our ancestors against the intruders. You know what I'm saying? And then later on, that we end up being all facing each other and going against each other, while we still been getting stabbed in the back by the same hand that been doing it. And that's the thing.
But they still doing that now.
But that's where the mental health come in.
Like
Because we be thinking that we gonna get something better, and they keep tightening the grip on us. Like, look at how much we're paying for stuff. Like, how much is a decent home right now?
no,
Like,
it was crazy that car insurance. Car insurance ain't even damn life insurance. You pay more for a car insurance than life insurance.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the whole fact.
and that's
That's
crazy.
the whole
Like,
fact.
and what,
But then they want to keep diagnosing us with shit.
and how in the hell can you be paying those kind of prices monthly? Right? Like, so just imagine somebody who got like 4 or 5 cars, and they need those 5 cars. Like, what you going like? That's crazy, man. People are not getting in accidents like that, man. Not the same people. Like, it's like, no, it's crazy, man. But we're paying for everybody else's. This is how they get us. We're paying for everybody else's mistakes.
Yo, just like with RG&E. If you move into a place where, let's say you move in there, and you move in there, let's say November, you get a bill in December for $1,200. The RG&E gonna tell you, oh, that's because we doing that from the previous residents that used to live there. We estimating in that. You feel me?
Yeah, that's crazy. How
Ain't that
you?
crazy? So it's like the same kind of thing. You feel me?
Yep. And
So RG&E, you
like I
paying
was
for somebody else's usage. Like, get out of here.
Hey, like I was telling him, I said, man, we probably didn't have car insurance in our name since we was teenagers, right? I said, you know how many cars we didn't have insurance on that we never used car insurance. Like, car insurance it should be carried. It shouldn't be like, oh, I pay on this car
I
and I
feel
switch it over.
that none of this
You get a
shit.
whole new policy, whole new
But
everything.
no, none of
It's
this.
like, what?
None of this shit should not be that serious. That like, say somebody steal your damn identity. It should not be that hard to go figure out who did that shit and be able to press charges for free. All this paperwork is bullshit at the end of the
And you gotta
damn day.
prove who you are. You gotta prove who you are to all these people all over again and all that. Yeah.
And you can't even whatchamacallit get to the IRS line fast. Like you see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like get on the phone with somebody And then now they trying to change
Mhm.
everything to be different. I don't know, but the whole thing is just a mess. And that's why I say life is just be lifing, and it's freaking hard. And I don't get like how people think that you can't even heal from the stuff that happened to you as a dang on child because you're stressed out about life. It was way easier back then when our parents were parents, when we were under 21. It was way easier.
How about this? When I was a kid, I didn't even know I was stressed out. I don't even know that I didn't even know that I was stressed out until I got older, right? Because I had a ball when I was younger, even though it was like bittersweet all at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like you had to take the good with the bad and the bad with the good. But you just try to do your best to get through it. But yeah, nah, it was that was
But that's what I'm
crazy.
saying. How can we give advice to others to heal in situations, especially like this? A lot of people are committing
It starts with
suicide.
having a in order to be able to move in the hill. Like for me, again, I had to start owning me and forgiving myself. That laid the foundation for so much I have to own what I'm going through. I have to remember that, okay, I'm not about to stress myself out every month about some bills I know I gotta pay every month. You
Right,
feel me? I cannot do it. I know it's coming up. I know it's due. I'm not about to stress myself out about it. Just pay this bill and get it done and over with.
right,
That's it.
I had to look at that in that sense. I had to own it on that. Like stop stressing about things that you know that are gonna be in a repetitive motion for you every month.
right.
It
That's
may be
it.
hard. You gonna struggle probably try to get it paid. That might be the stressful part of trying to get it paid, but you know that you still have to get it paid. So that's some of the things you gotta start with the foundation of owning you before in any situation, except if you're dealing with childhood trauma. That's a whole nother story.
That's what I got out of Bob Marley's song. That "Don't worry, be happy." I don't think he was saying just be happy that people are doing you wrong. I think he was trying to say you gotta find the beautifulness out of life still. Because you can be living like you just said. You see how you saying you like, you sit here and we know every month what we gotta take care of. We got kids, we got children, you got all this going on, you got work, you got all of it, that you pertain to. Like, why sit here and think about this constantly about what you gotta do? Because now you're worrying daily about
Mm-hmm.
something that you
Well,
Mm-hmm.
know is coming up.
what advice could you give to people that I know Toya said basically in so many words accountability and checking herself first, but what could you give advice to people who is giving up and they at the end, like they don't want to live no more and stuff like that?
I would tell them to look in the mirror and just be grateful and thankful, man, because they're just like everybody else out here. It's so many, like, we think that just because somebody has more money than us, then they're doing better than us. But actually, when the economy starts inflating and start doing what it's doing, it's harder to keep a big ass house. You understand what I'm saying? So just imagine somebody that got two big old ass houses and they trying to keep them up, keep them running. You know what I'm saying? They gotta you upkeep. You gotta pay the taxes on them. You gotta do all of this, but they're charging you way more. And what if you don't got it? What if you retired? Like you might end up losing one of them homes or losing both of your homes. So I just feel like it's like we gotta kind of just.
And you got to think about a lot of people had to heal from that pandemic too. Like they lost their jobs, career jobs that they've been there for a long time because they stood on business and didn't want to take a vaccine. So a lot of people still healing from that because they could have lost their house, cars, anything like during that pandemic. So and then they still mad at the government and stuff like, and I don't blame them, but how could you get through that? And lost family members.
Yeah,
People passed away during that time.
yeah, they was only letting a couple. family members come and stuff.
To the hospital.
That was to the funeral too. That was sad, man. A couple of my friends, man, they couldn't
I
even
don't
go to
even know
this.
how you can heal from that because now they don't even people. A lot of people don't even trust the government.
One of my friends' mom had passed in that time, and
Mm,
only two people could go to the wake and funeral.
mm, mm,
Like
mm,
you
mm.
talking about?
I think, and especially during this time, like it's in shambles. Like a lot of stuff that's going on, so it's kind of hard to even heal from the stuff you ain't healed from. Like,
That's,
cause they keep on throwing more.
but that's what I'm
They keep
talking
throwing
about.
more stress and trauma.
That's what I was talking about.
Yep.
Those layers. I'm like, man, we talking about healing, but how can we heal when we got lit? We like you see, I'm talking about. I can go back to the 80s and 90s, and I can tell you something crazy. That means it's been some layers already on, and we talking about healing. Which one we healing? Which part of the decade? Which hit? You know which?
Right.
Cause it's like you feel me. It's been so much, and like we President Day, man, it's still going on. You be like, where I'ma start?
Well, okay, so
Mhm.
do you feel okay, this is a good one. Do you feel that a apology can help you heal? Because I'm just sitting there thinking about what we was just saying about the pandemic.
Mm.
Because even with people passing and the president, the current president is exposing all the stuff that's been done and people still don't even see it. Like they still traumatized from do you know what I'm saying? The era of the pandemic that they don't even see the truth. Like I'm a little confused because they done said the shots was this, the shots was that, and people is still messed up from that they still don't even want to hear the truth. Like they just hate everybody. The president, the government, the Congress, the governor, mayors, everybody is hating on them right now
Um,
because the
Mhm.
truth is being exposed. But how can they heal from that? That's you can't heal from that. Like because they done lost people, they couldn't see them.
see, and this is what I
People,
That's a that's a that's a that's a hard one to try to give advice on how someone can heal for something like that because there's
okay.
real people going out there like it's real life shit.
right?
Like that's
Okay.
really going on right now. Like people
So
have lost members due to COVID. People are still trying to recover from COVID. It's like it's hard.
you know what though, Toya? I think there is a way, but it's not going to just be like, oh, and one of the reasons why people can't heal because I mean, what's changed? What has changed in their lives? Man, we wake up and go have to punch that damn clock, man, like Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
We still doing the same thing, and nothing has changed on their end. Like nothing's been lowered. They made it look like the pandemic was the cause of everything going high, but I just don't understand that nothing's still lower and we still stressed at the job because the job is another place that you need to heal from
so
because the customers or coworkers.
So peep this. I was in the barber shop some years back and they were talking in the conversation that was being held was talking about how could they stop violence. I heard them keep talking about all of these different things, talking about just take the guns and this and that and the third. Now, and I'm just letting everybody talk, and I'm just like, and then somebody looked at me and was like, "What you think, young blood?" And I was like, "Shit." I said it's simple. And they looking at me like, yeah, like wondering what I'm gonna say. I said it's real simple. I said for all of this madness, and we talking about healing, we talking about violence, we talking about all of this. You know how you change it? You give people they land and you give them the money that's owed to them so that they can change their lives around and go actually live a free life. You understand me? You cannot heal if you're not traveling and being able to get your
Your mind
mind
off of it.
away from what you're in a traumatic area, in a traumatic stage, in the traumatic spot that you got that it happened. So how are we going to be building and healing when we're still right in the sand?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it don't work like that. Like if we have free will, where like we got unlimited amount of account, we got lean, we could just go and just like we got the animals out there. You go out there and just be at peace. You do not have to think about your past. You don't have to think about money. You don't have to think about. You understand what I'm saying? Because see now, this changes the way your mind gets to think on the daily.
Yeah.
See,
Like we said, it's all within the mind.
yeah, you get
You
up.
got to start with your mind first.
So
If your mind saying you are in your intuition,
so basically what I'm saying is that we have to get out of survival mode.
yeah,
Once we can get out of our survival, our killer instinct mode, we can be the individuals that we really truly are. That's our higher individual, our higher self. Because why if everybody had money, even these little kid niggas, if they had they ass would be somewhere. Do you know the little niggas that be tripping on a yacht? Them niggas got a bunch of thoughts and they just out there enjoying life, but they ain't gonna be shooting nobody because nigga the whole contract to you being able to keep your wealth is you can't commit no violence and you definitely can't kill nobody. So that you just kill all the murders and violence and all that all them niggas with all them weaponry and all that, nah, nigga, cause now nigga can go to Japan, nigga can go over in Europe, nigga can go to China, nigga can go over there and just see some shit he would never see in his life.
people gotta travel. They gotta open their mind. Sit by the beach.
But see, you go on
Listen to
vacation,
listen to the frequency, the waves.
right? But look, how many times we go on vacation and we just vacating? That's it. We ain't really enjoying a vacation. We getting a couple of winks of sleep. We resting really. Most of the time you go on vacation, you be sleep like a mug. You be knocked out, like yo.
Yeah, cause that's your peace. You healing.
But you ain't even
Mm-hmm.
you ain't really like, in your essence, like, oh yeah, come on, cause you only got about a week or two.
And then you back to square one.
You back this, yeah, come on. That's not really a vacation. You not
Mm-hmm.
really, Just imagine you gonna be in paradise, like wherever it looks like paradise, and it's a whole lot of places. You can just go everywhere. And you imagine how your spirit will feel. You know how nice of a person you would be. You understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? See, like
Mm-hmm.
yo, because you'll be having orgasms. Because you'll be seeing things, man, that's so beautiful that you thought you would never see because you was going through all of this and all of that. And man, you're just gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like, it was all worth it.
Mm-hmm.
My personal healing is basically alone time. My alone time is my peace. And I used to like to read a lot. I had stopped when I had got sick in 2023. And I tried to go back to it, but it seemed like everything done the time done went fast for some odd reason, but that's another story. But like everything is speeding up that I don't have time to read. But the reading took me to another place. I want to literally sit by the ocean and just read my book with the sun beaming on me, and then fall asleep, and then wake up, eat, do it again. Like
Mm-hmm.
I would love that. Like that's my piece, and that's how I look at the best way for me to heal. And staying away from people, boy. I'll be trying to stay. I'll be avoiding everybody. When people if you see me in public and I'm looking the other way, well, I seen you. I just went the other way. I ain't got time for it. After I went through what I went through, that's me healing. And if you
Mm-hmm.
try to talk to me, I still might spin on you in mid conversation because I just don't want to talk to you. And I don't think I need to say I don't need to talk to you. I
That's
just
a whole fact.
I ignore people. No, I swear I do. But
That's a fact.
how do you feel, Toya?
And as far as dealing with healing,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it back to what you said. It is a thing. It's everybody has their own personal time and their own personal space and how they need to heal. And as we as other people have to learn to respect that of one another, each other as human beings.
Mm.
And I feel like healing has to start within. Again, we have to all make sure we look within ourselves and make sure that we are okay within ourselves before we can start trying to go on our healing journey mentally and physically.
You
You
know,
just gotta take it one day. I get my little cousin was in college and he was all over the place, right? This is before he went to college. He didn't know what to do. He was just all over the map. He didn't know what to do. So I gave him advice of taking it one day at a time, which is what my brother told me years ago, and I took it literally. I told him like this, like, say your goal is he want to get in college, right? That's his goal, right?
Mhm.
Let's say for the first, you got a week, you setting yourself to at least fill out applications. So on that first day, if you take it one day at a time, your first day could be, let me just call around and get some applications mailed to my house. Bam, that's done. If you take it one day at a time to get your goal, it won't be as much stressful as if you're trying to do 50 million things all at one time. You feel
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Set many goals for the day. If it's two
yeah.
goals, okay, now today I'm gonna call and see if I can get some more applications mailed, and then I might fill out a couple applications. That's two goals you did for the day. If you get them goals done, your mind is gonna be at ease because it's not racing. You feel me?
Mhm.
So you gotta take it, your healing process, you gotta take it one day at a time. And you have to learn how to it's hard to take it one day at a time when you're going through stuff.
Mhm. And you gotta be
It's hard.
mindful of other people's mental health too. So I tell
Yeah,
Jamar that
yeah,
all the time. I said, everybody look at it differently. Like I just be looking at it. I'm a Libra. I look at it in different ways. Like your version, his version, my version, what the outcome gonna be. But you gotta
yep,
literally be considerate of people's mental health because you can't be sitting here being mean and somebody could flip out on you and kill you and they'll get off on it. So
mhm.
just be nice all the time. I speak now. I'll be like, hey, especially after I just went through psychosis and mania, I'll be talking to people. They be like, good morning. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
good morning because you remember me as the nice one, the only fool that said good morning.
Yo, and working at my job, working at my job.
I did that when I worked at Aldi's. When I worked at
Yo,
Aldi's,
Savannah, working at my job. Let me tell you, I be nice. I be to the bums, down to the crackheads. I be
yeah.
nice. Y'all not about to come here and say nothing to kill me. Y'all gonna be like, no,
Listen,
she be
that's the
nice to
thing.
me.
I remember I was in Walmart. I was swear to you, I was in Walmart, and some guy just said, came in, "Good morning," and everybody just looked at him. I said, "Good morning." We gonna remove this.
Like,
Good morning.
like how you feeling this morning? What's on your mind today?
Why you happy? I'm trying to get like you. Girl, you can't play with people these days. You
You
gotta just be nice.
can't,
That's
yo.
probably a side.
You
That's a
were.
side.
I'll be like that at my job, yo. Like them crackheads, I'm about to come back and get me, yo. They gonna be like, nah, she said hi to me.
Yeah, I remember. I was telling my friend that worked at Aldi's with me. She was like, this had happened to her a few years back, but I was like, yo, when I was working there, I was like, yeah, if somebody come here and rob us, we gotta have a plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we gonna do if they rob? Like, girl, you better run or shoot the. You know what I'm saying? We just had a whole plan, and it actually was sad it happened to her. But I wasn't working there no more. But it put stress on her like
Oh
she just sat
man.
there at the register and couldn't just shell shocked, like she couldn't even know what to do. But it'd be like you don't never know what you're gonna do until you in that predicament. You
Yep.
don't
You can
know
talk
what
all
you
you want
gonna
to
do.
talk.
Yeah,
You
because
can
I
talk all
felt.
you want to talk.
But and then I feel bad for her because she have to heal from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so everybody got to heal from different things that they thought they can handle.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like
Mm-hmm.
vets and stuff. Like they got to heal from that. They didn't think it was gonna
Mm-hmm.
be that. Remember, I meant to tell you. Remember, it was a guy. I don't know. I don't want to say his name, but I was hanging with you, and Rue had a situation going on when I had lived next door to you, and I went over there on Arnett across from the field. And it was a guy that was in the armed forces in that building, the house that go up the stairs. And
Mm-hmm.
he was saying that he worked in the computer part.
Mhm.
And they said, "Oh, I'll pay you more if you go on the field, like go out in the field and shoot people." He had it like an Asian wife or something that he met over
Mhm.
there, and she came out and she was talking and she was like, "Yeah, he wake up every day and he choked me and stuff like that, just like from the armed forces and stuff." And I still remember
Yeah.
that for that day because I was going to join the armed forces. I ain't know which branch, but
Yeah.
in the end, after I thought about it, it would have been the
That
Air Force.
PTSD.
Yeah,
That PTSD.
but you see, I say he was a computer guy, and they said, "Hey, I got $20,000 if you go out there and shoot somebody or something, whatever they be doing." And they wind up shooting a grenade at the truck, and it flipped. And he showed his back, and he had all the scars from the thing exploding. But it was like
Wow.
I know he kicking himself in the ass. Like I could have just stayed at this computer. You know what
Eh.
I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a healing process. Then you done got a wife that you brought from wherever she from over here and she's, experiencing the abuse that he don't have no control over. So it's like they gotta be mindful of the healing of the mind, the mental health with a lot
That
of
is something where
people.
you definitely need to seek professional help with that one.
I don't even think they could help them. Cause there's so many homeless vets right now. I
It's,
swear,
yeah,
I
it is
swear
a lot of them.
if I could start this Kill Patrick Foundation with Jamar, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. The youth and the vets. A lot of you grown people got issues, and y'all can't come back from y'all set y'all ways. At least
Mhm.
if I could get
Mhm.
to the youth and help them out early, and the vets to at least get them off the streets, that would be a start for the foundation, though, for real.
Yeah.
So what you think, Jamar? What's your closing statements about healing and advice that you got for anybody that need to get through anything in life?
I mean,
I don't say yes because I have to use the restroom. Sorry.
I feel like never give up, right? Because like you just never know what the next day can bring. And I'm a true believer of that because I know I didn't have times where I was down on my luck, like all the way down. But like they said, it's always a storm before it clear. And shit, I'm telling you, every time it be rough, but just stick in there and stay strong and believe in yourself and love yourself because shit, you got to love yourself before you can expect anybody else to love you.
Even before them kids too. A lot of people put their kids before themselves, and at the end of the day, they still young. But you got to make sure you take care of yourself and love yourself because a lot of people put they self and their kids before they self.
Yeah, because if you're not right, your kid's not gonna be right.
They think they right though. You know how that is. They be my kids. I swear they be thinking that me and Jamari ain't been here before. Like they think they know we old, but then they be like they feel that we don't know nothing, and they telling us something new.
Oh, Lord.
They're one. No, there are a few of those in this
What they
bunch.
don't understand is we ain't that old. See, feel me?
I'm
Like
20,
it's
so I don't.
right, but see,
You said right.
but
Right.
about time they get in their 30s.
They'll understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
we're gonna double it up this month for Talk Your Shit, the podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting back soon, real soon. We got another great topic that we're gonna touch down on. We're gonna get into talking about the sovereignty and what's what we should be expecting in the next months to come.
What's needed to be done too to get that paperwork. So, any closing statements, Toya? You good?
I'm gonna piggyback off of what Ruth said and what you said about just love yourself. You have to love yourself first. You're not nobody's perfect. Stop. Don't try to live up to being a perfect person. Don't try to live up to what society think the standard should be. Love yourself and know that you are special and know that everybody has flaws. And again, nobody is perfect.
And if you guys need somebody to talk to, I ain't got no job. It's Friday. Nah, for real though. If you need somebody to talk to, y'all can hit me up on Messenger or something because I already know it's hard.
Just put it in the comments.
Oh yeah, put it in the comments. I'm talking about in the Messenger of Talk Your Shit. Like if they want to talk to me or Jamar or even Toya, we could get Toya back
Yeah.
on to guide people. Or 𝐓 𝕋𝓱𝑒. Like we could get people to talk to people to guide them through. So we do not want anybody to leave this dimension faster than they should. Like we don't want you guys to commit suicide and like talk through situations. Even if you need a friend, there's no guarantee we will get up with you guys, but we can talk do video call, and that's only
Right,
for
right, right.
But see, life is hard, but it's easier when we're connected.
Yeah.
See, if we can utilize each other. I always used to like. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't have that many friends anymore because I used to tell them. I used to tell the ass off jump. Like I'm not a big talker that's gonna keep repeating myself. But I told them, I said, if you gonna use me, you utilize me. If you misuse me, you can miss me with it, and that's just how I operate.
So until next time, you guys. Bye bye.
Peace. Y'all later.
All right.